What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, I am back. People, you know, OG doesn't talk about it, he bees about it. And like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you today, this is not a puzzle. It is not hard to figure out, people. And if you're still spinning them wheels and not knowing where to get started in your fitness journey, I'm the person you need to get at. Shoot me that DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Okay, and for my new subscribers, the ones that ain't familiar with what I do, I'm an online fitness coach, a worldwide fitness coach. I have team members all around the world, team members that I support and teach how to become that best version of themselves. I also teach them how to break limited beliefs, because a lot of the people that sign up with me come in with limited beliefs, believing that they cannot acquire a body that they've been chasing after all their lives. What I do is provide them with the blueprint that will teach them and guide them how to acquire that body that they've been chasing after. And most of the time, what it is with people is the nutrition. Their nutrition was off point, people. That's where a lot of people fail at. Everybody wants to come in and start making this total change in their lifestyle, which isn't going to be sustainable. And the reason is because if you're used to feeding your body a certain way for years and years and years, and then you want to make this just total turnaround, 360-degree turn, and start eating all these high quality foods, all these, shopping differently at different markets and all that, it can be overwhelming. Why? Because you're going to be in that store not knowing exactly what to get. And on my program, I could teach you to buy good stuff for cheap prices at your local stores. You don't have to go to these high-end markets that promote health foods, because majority of them health foods ain't really that healthy for you. They only advertise what they want you to see. They want to advertise what they could sell to the public eye. And 90% of the people that come into this fitness journey are pretty, I don't want to be too harsh on this, naive on what they need to do on changing their lifestyle when it comes to improving their body, providing your body with the correct nutrients, high density nutrients, foods that are very high quality in nutrients. There's so much. I could just go on and on and on about this stuff, but this is something, when you commit to it, it's good to invest in yourself and hire a coach. Whether it be me or the next coach is entirely up to you. Everyone that has signed up with me has never been disappointed. I stick to my word. I'm there 100% for you at any given minute of the day. A quick description of what I do on my program: I build you a daily routine that comes with videos that I track every day on my personalized training app. We hop on a phone call. We go over your goals to see what you want to acquire with this fitness journey of yours. And I build you the perfect meal plan that I also track daily to make sure that you're eating correctly. I don't want you to make any mistakes. No excuses why there should be mistakes made, because I will be there on your bumper guiding you. I'm not going to spoon feed you. You're going to have to put in the work, obviously, because nothing is given. Everything is earned. And the stuff that is given usually isn't appreciated, like I said in my other video. But so that's what I do with you. We do weekly weigh-ins. Every other week we post progress pictures. And keep in mind, I'm the only one that can look at your progress pictures. No one else has access to it. And I am very, very private, and I respect my every last team member's privacy. If they want me to put them up on Instagram or YouTube, I will, only with their permission. I'm not gonna do like a lot of these other cats that just throw them out there, because it's to draw in obviously more clientele, But I go about my system the right way, I respect the privacy of others, and any person that asks of something of me, I honor it as long as it ain't something funny, feel me? But yeah, so that's just a little taste of what I do right here at High Power Fitness, So if, like I said, and if you're still struggling and not knowing where to get started at, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Shoot me a DM. If you ain't got an Instagram, then you could either make one and shoot me a DM. I will accept your message request, but just make sure you mention something about hopping on the plan, getting fit or something. That way I could accept it, you know what I mean? Because there's so many trolls out there. I mean, like I said in the past, I'm going to tell you today, I got a plan even for you trolls, so don't half-step it. Let's just put some pep in your step and get you where you need to be at, people. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Or another way that you could get at me too is, like I said, you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Okay, and I will get you going on becoming that best version of yourself. And another thing, I do finance. I will finance you. I don't send you to a finance company. Your word is your credit. Okay, so what we come up with, what you could afford, that's what I expect of you. Naturally, I'm going to expect a down payment, something that you could also afford, and something that's not going to, where you're going to have to dig deep into your pockets, because actually, I think I'm probably the most economical coach out here right now. You know what I mean? I work with my guys. I got so many guys I'm financing, I just got a call from one of my guys today. I'm rambling on. I know I am. He asked me, hey, coach, you think I could pay that next payment on the week of Thanksgiving, because I forgot I had a birthday party coming up. I'm not going to say whose birthday party it was, because I think you would have known, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? I don't even remember all my kids' birthdays. I know more or less, but I fuck up by a day or two every now and then. I got 5 boys. Sometimes I could barely remember my own birthday. Actually, I don't really care to remember my own birthday. That's just a reminder how closer you are to getting to your expiration date. But anyways, people, I normally bring you guys a little story here. This isn't a story. This is an incident that took place with me in GUNNERZ Collective. Yes, you heard me right. Me and GUNNERZ Collective. We did exchange words, okay? I'm at a point right now on my YouTube channel where I'm able to monetize. Keep in mind, I've told you at the beginning, when my boy Julio Sanchez, Mr. Gotos, who is also a team member, reached out to me and set me up with an individual that helped me out to get my thing going. It's been going, but I didn't even know that I had 1,000 subscribers yet. I didn't even know how many watch hours I had yet, until a certain individual reached out to me. And this individual, who he was GUNNERZ Collective. Actually, him and Dubs reached out to me, but Dubs had bad reception. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now, and I want to break this shit that is going on through the internet. I know I'm just a voice out here, but from experience, man, I lived this life before. I can't speak for the homies that went through YA, because I am not a YA baby. I'm county born and state raised, people. But during my time with the Norteños, it was anything that jumped off. It was about business, strictly business. We weren't out on the hunt. We weren't hunting for them. There was a certain faction, which I just got my bubble busted, because this is what was instilled in my head by an older homie that was of somebody of leadership at the time. He took advantage of me, and this has been for over 30 years. I had hate with these individuals. I hated them with the passion, and the reason is because I should not say brainwashed, but it was put into my head, my beliefs, in order to become part of that faction, and I will say the name now because I got it cleared up from more than one norteño. In order to become one of them, you had to book someone like me, take their wind, send them home in a wooden box, okay? It wasn't a removal. It was taking their wind, taking their life. So that's why I was sent on missions to do certain things. And now that I look back at it, those missions that I went on were strictly over real estate and making feria. Now that I'm older and wiser, I realize the game because I got more than one term underneath my belt. Okay, so yeah, now that I look back and all that hate that I've carried towards that certain car, that faction, the northern structures, the ones with the Mongolians, we were warned to, whenever we could get at them, to get at them. And yeah, maybe it was my bad not to do the research, but keep in mind, my first time to the joint, I was told when I arrived there, the prison that I was landing at, they give you a trash can lid and a sword, and it was time to go to war. So that, and then getting information from a homie that was in leadership over there, putting other information in my head, it sealed the deal with me. You got to keep in mind, I came from a county jail that stood rocking and rolling, baby, on a daily, the most dangerous county jail, I believe, because I've been told by many individuals, if you could do time in LA County Jail, you could do time anywhere. So that's my motto right there, and I will go to my last dying breath believing that. Now, this day of age is a little bit different because of all the rocking and rolling that myself and my camaradas went through with the other races in there, the war that we went through, and they segregated us. It made life a little bit more easier. And I hate to say it, but that the feds, they came in and they took down the Juras clica that they had going on there, because, you know, keep in mind, the Juras had the upper hand, man. They had the batons, the flashlights, the mace, and all that shit. You know, we weren't going to win the Juras, and if we could go at them and, you know, pray to God that we were going to come out breathing, because most of the time, most of the cats that got taken out by the Juras and got beat, they never made it back. You know what I mean? We never heard from them or anything. Get lost in the system over there. That'll be another story I'll tell later on in time as well. But anyways, yeah, so GUNNERZ Collective, back to GUNNERZ Collective. Me and my boy, we had some words, man. But I'm going to tell you one thing. They were all positive and good words, man. He cleared up a lot of the stuff, that the hatred that I had in my heart. I actually got it confirmed from another individual that is a well-known YouTuber as well. And he was part of that, the northern structures. Okay. But just for coming from one cat, I wasn't going to take it. But for a second individual to co-sign it, it took a load off my chest. Yeah, I understand I don't live around them, but you guys don't know what I've been through with that, you know, going on missions and doing things, you know. Let's keep in mind, I didn't go in there with the now, but every time that I went on a mission, I could have picked up that out, you know. There's no guarantees or anything or promises for you to return home. They make you sign that release, that waiver, you know what I mean, that they're not responsible for your life. You know, that's an eye-opener in itself, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, yeah, GUNNERZ Collective, man. I tip my hat to you, my boy. And like I've told you, and I've told my younger homie, because a while back, Gunner had reached out to one of my homies, and my homie asked me, since out of respect, about a certain individual, and I right away, I told my homeboy, I'm gonna keep it real and 100 with you guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. I said, I could tell you right now that individual is a dropout. Carnal, I told him, hey, carnal, that individual, he's a dropout. But now you got to keep in mind here, norteños, in the way we do our stuff down south over here, our politics and reglas are different. Okay, so he could easily be deemed no good for turning down a mission. You know, at the end of the day, you cannot judge that man because you don't know the whole story behind it. You know, all you know is by social media and all this shit that people be putting up there on certain individuals. Only that individual knows why he was deemed no good. And from what I've heard, and not only heard, but what I've been told through some solid resources of mine, and keep in mind, these are norteños. The ones that we supposedly are at war with, the blue team, red team, come on, man, quit that shit. You know what I mean? If you guys only knew, some of the people in leadership were from up north. And so the homies that were up there in leadership of that big four were from down south. Hey, so it gets really deep, and I won't get involved with that. You know what I mean? It's not my place to get involved with it, and I don't think it's anybody's place or position to ever even really speak on that, you know. But that's just a little something that I know I could be safe with lightening up this shit that's out here, because the homies that came out from behind them walls that were slammed down, trust and believe, you do not want to have them sent back. Okay, I'm telling you now, you do not want to be that one to be that cause of people going back behind them walls. So quit the bullshit, quit the shenanigans, stop trying to create this hate with one another. If you want to have that hate in that rap world, so be it. Have your little fucking rap offs or whatever they call that shit. But as far as that hatred from the north and south, it was strictly business. The north and south up north are the homies, the Southsiders from up north. The ones that I say I don't like using that title, the upstate, whatever they're labeled as. The homies from up north, the Southsiders, and the norteños from up there, that's gang banging. That's like my neighborhood, gang banging with everybody around here in the San Gabriel Valle and beyond that. You know, it's called gang banging. That's the way it is up there. Come on now. Before I even went to the joint, I never even heard of a norteño. It's like, come on, really? Am I going to go way out there? What am I going to do? Fucking jump on a plane and go get it up with somebody out there? Come on, man. Just keep that shit real. Keep that shit real 100. You want to get into the mix? Man, you could go around the block in my neighborhood and get in the mix. But anyways, yeah. Back to GUNNERZ COLLECTIVE, man, we sat on there, we chopped it up on that fucking phone. This certain individual, he found out my status, the way it was growing on YouTube, and he took the time out of his day because he's a busy man. I am a follower of GUNNERZ COLLECTIVE. You know, he's a good dude. Dubs, righteous dude as well. But I know people try to smut people up, you know, to each his own. Everybody has their own opinion, and opinions are valued just exactly what they are. They're free. They're fucking worthless, people. You know what I mean? So just stop the shit already, man. The homies from up north, that's our gente. You know, if we were to show that love to one another, like the way I've been getting that love from a lot of norteños, man, could you imagine how strong we would be, how strong we could become, man? We could have a stronghold on such a big bag for all of us. But what I don't know what it is with our gente, man. They're always trying to knock each other down. It's like a fucking bucket of crabs and shit, you know. But yeah, so anyways, there I go rambling on again, people. I don't mean to ramble on and all that shit, but you know, it is what it is. That's just what OG does. You know what I'm saying? GUNNERZ COLLECTIVE, good dude, man. He sat there, took the time out of his day to lace me up on how to do this stuff, to get monetized. I could have been getting monetized for a cool minute now, but I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I was just right here on YouTube, just chopping it up, sharing a little bit of my lifestyle, letting you guys all know that I'm an online fitness coach. And if you're ready to make a change in your life, I'm that guy that will get you to become that best version of yourselves, people. I had the blueprint to success. Trust and believe, man. I'm telling you. Wait till I'm not even going to speak on that shit. But anyways, yeah. So me and Gunner, we did have some words, positive words. Let's say positive words, positive feedback from one another. Nothing but love and respect. Again, I know I've said it more than once. And the reason is because I'm grateful, really grateful for this individual to reach out to me. You know, every time I go on their lives, him and Dubs, they always give me shout outs. I sit on the sidelines, you know. I'm not one of the ones that get on there and get vocal. I laugh about all the comments that they get right there. I find it hilarious, you know what I mean? I normally don't have too much time to watch that shit because my program shutdown is at 8:30, baby. That's my rutina. Program time for me shut down early. I was the same way in the joint, homie. I'm up before the homies were up, doing my rutina, getting my bird bath in, whatever it was, you know what I mean? Whatever I had to do. I'm up and I stood up. I was always on my P's and Q's, on my best behavior, and that's why I stood in good standings, because I followed the rules. I never thought of going against the grain. I may not have agreed with everything that went on and the reglas and politics that went on, but I'm just another man doing time in somebody else's house. I was a guest, you know, and I was grateful to wiggle and thankful, and I respect those ones that are still stuck behind them walls, and even the new ones that have gotten out, you know. But yeah, so anyways, like I said, man, I'm rambling on all about this shit, but GUNNERZ Collective reached out to me. He helped me, lace me up, and got everything going for me. You know, I'm being monetized now, so I gotta be careful, I guess, on the cussing. I guess there's sensitive ears out there, you know what I mean? I see some individuals that cuss like a, my goodness. What's that white boy's name? That one white dude, Wes Watson. And that dude, fuck, man, he can blow an artery one day. He cusses so much, but you know, it is what it is. It's comedy. That fool's comedy. That fool never done time out here down. That fool would not, trust and believe, he would not come at a homie like that. I tell you one thing, let him go through the LA County jail with that type of attitude. That boy would go out crying, straight up. I've seen grown men break down crying in the county jail. I've seen grown men break down and cry in the joint because they couldn't handle the reglas. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna speak. And this is I'm right now. I'm just speaking for my people. But anyways, people, I just wanted to bring this real quick to let you guys know I did have words with GUNNERZ Collective, baby. The title seems a little bit different, misleading, but it was true. My boy reached out to me. Nothing but love and respect, my boy. So now with that being said, I'm going to bring this video to an end. If you're still struggling and not knowing where to get started, you know what to do. You need to DM me at High Power Fitness or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. People, you can't talk about it. You got to be about it. So with that being said, you already know, man. OG got that shit. Let's do this.